fairy godmother.
You're my fairy godmother? It's hot.
Why are you crying, my child?
I really want to go to the princess ball, but I have no dress and I have no car to get there.
That does put us in a pickle.
Pickles? I love pickles!
No, not that kind of pickle.
Oh.
We have to get you to the ball without depleting the ozone. I know!
What?
An electric car!
Oh my! Whatever could that be?
An electric car is a car that runs on a battery and an electric motor instead of a combustion engine.
So it doesn't harm the environment?
But you have to remember that the electricity needed to power the car can come from a lot of different ways that include burning fossil fuel.
People could also build dams to run water turbines to generate electricity, and that's bad for the aquatic life. I know a lot about aquatic life. I got little fish, and they go, and I talk to them, and they talk to me, and I like to sing to them. But electric cars, let's talk more about that.
Well, the thing with electric cars is they're better for the environment because they don't give off any tailpipe emissions.
So, I think that the cost of electricity to charge the car is less than the cost of filling up a tank of gas.
That's right. Also, because they run on electricity, not combustion, the motors in electric cars are completely silent. And the great thing about electricity is that it's widely available.
I hear a lot of companies sell them. Like who?
Well, Honda for one, and Chevy. EcoMotion Electric Car Company, Electric Vehicle Corp, E-Roadsters, Global Electric Motor Cars, and Telsa Motors.
I've never heard of them, but they sound oh so delightful. How much do they cost?
Well, generally speaking, electric cars run around the same price as gasoline cars. Of course, if you're converting a normal car to an electric car, which is fairly easy to do, you have to pay for the new parts. A typical conversion, if it's using all new parts, would cost between $5,000 and $10,000. Also, you have to replace the battery every 20,000 miles, which is usually every 3 to 5 years.
Oh dear! If the batteries have to be replaced that often, I hope people are disposing of them properly at recycling centers, or else that could be very bad for the environment. How much do the batteries cost?
$2,000.
Golly whiz, that's a lot of money. I don't have that kind of cash.
It's okay, there's a reason I'm a fairy.
Oh boy!
Do you have a pumpkin?
A pumpkin?
Yes, I need a pumpkin in order to convert it to an electric car.
But it's March. I can't get you a pumpkin.
I need a pumpkin.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't have one.
I can't do the magic without it.
What about a real car? Can you make that into an electric car?
Oh, that's easy.
Wow, fairy godmother, I'm so digging this. But you know, I still have nothing to wear.
That's true. I have just the dress for you. Spin around.
How to convert your own electric car. Remove the engine, gas tank, exhaust system, clutch, and radiator from the donor vehicle. Attach an adapter plate to the transmission and mount the motor and the controller. Install the batteries. Wire the batteries and the motor to the controller. If the car has power brakes, install a vacuum pump to operate the brake booster. Install a charging system and a DC to DC converter to power the accessory battery. Install some sort of voltmeter to be able to detect the state of charge in the battery pack. This voltmeter replaces the gas gauge. Install a large relay that can connect and disconnect the car's battery pack to and from the controller. This relay is how you turn the car on when you want to drive it. Rewire the ignition switch so that it can turn on all the new equipment, including the contactor. Remove the gas filler sprout and replace it with a charging plug. Simply plugging it to a wall with a heavy-duty extension cord starts the charging process. Congratulations on your new electric car! Note: complicated car mumbo-jumbo that is complete gibberish to us has been omitted from these instructions.
I'm all ready to go.
Well, first there are a few rules.
Like what?
Well, first you have to be back by midnight.
A curfew? That's ridiculous.
The thing is, the spell runs out at midnight. When the clock strikes 12, the car will turn back into a pumpkin.
But it never was a pumpkin.
Oh, right. Well, a decent girl like you should be home at a good hour anyway. Don't roll your eyes at me. Don't think I don't know what you kids do when you're left alone.
Okay, fine. Can I just go now?
No, you have to charge the car first.
Charge it? But for how long?
Well, the car needs charging for 12 kilowatt hours, and if you plug it into a 120 volt outlet, that could take up to 10 hours.
Girl, you for reals?
I'm not tripping.
But there has to be a better way.
Well, if you plug it into a 240 volt outlet, such as one for an electric dryer, or you use the MagnaCharge system, then it'll only take 4 to 5 hours.
That's preposterous. By the time I get there, the ball will be already over.
Well, we could have used a solar car, but electric cars are better. And with a solar car, it depends on the weather. Like, it wouldn't work on a rainy day. Or solar cars, they need to be really light, and people don't fit into cars that small. And
what are you trying to say?
I'm saying that electric cars are better than solar-powered cars, and this is the best option. So we're just going to have to wait it out.
My car, it's not going to charge. My godmother, it's fully charged. It's practically midnight. Can I go now?
Yes, you don't have to have a curfew anymore since the car took so long, but you do have to be back before you've driven 50 miles.
What?
That's how long the car goes before it needs to be charged again.
Fine.
Have a good time. Drive safely.
I will. I'm back! But I had to kick the prince out before 50 miles, otherwise I wouldn't have made it home. He was a lovely young man.
Well, I just got a text that says the prince was looking for the mystery girl from the ball. He has her power cord and he's going to search every car in the kingdom until he finds the car that it plugs into.
OMG, who have you been texting?
Okay, my BFF Jill.
brake? How is the brake? Oh, jeez, these electric-powered cars, they're so silent.